What the fuck? Ah, what is this? Let me see. Make Age of Empires Civ review? Okay. Hi, hello. So, because of that I decided to make a civilization review for Age of Empires 1. So, I've noticed that on the internet no one made it, except that one person. So, I decided to be like, yeah, why not? And because of that I decided to make it for all the civilization from Age of Empires Gold. We're not gonna include the Definitive Edition. Because first of all, I do not like it. And second of all, Age of Empires 1 is still gold. So yeah. And so, we will go from the top line and we'll go downwards towards the last one. So we can have like a good order. And because of that, we will start with the Egyptians. Yeah. And now we can start the actual video. Enjoy. Okay, so, the Egyptians. Wait, what is this? This is not my music. Put the Age of Empires 1 music. So, the Egyptians. The Egyptians are an interesting civilization. They start with 20% gold mining, and their chariots, scythe chariot and chariot archer have more hit points, and their priests have more range. The Egyptians lack a couple of technologies, those being coinage, the shield techs, which are infantry priests armor, siegecraft, and a couple of, a lot of units, those being the fire galley, the phalanx, the centurion, the broadswordsman, the longswordsman, the legion, the catapult, ballista, heavy catapult, heliopolis, horse archer, heavy horse archer, cavalry, heavy cav, armored elephant, and the cataphracts unit. Damn. Which also means that their siege workshop is quite bad, them having only the stone thrower, which, even though it's the stone thrower, it's quite alright. Their infantry are quite really weak against archers, which is not really a good choice. They also miss the coinage technology, which makes the gold mine, giving them more gold, which doesn't really matter because the chariots do not cost that, except the scythe chariot, which I think costs gold to research, but I'm not sure. But yeah, their archers are also quite weak, them missing the horse archer, which yes, it is replaced by the chariot archer, but the heavy horse archer, it is a much better upgrade due to having a smaller hitbox, better damage, and overall stats. So now we are at the best part from the Egyptians, which is their cavalry. Their scythe chariots, it's one of their best units because of the AoE damage, high priest conversion resistance, and the cheap cost, them being only food and wood. And even though they lack cavalry for an anti-infantry, they do not really need that because the attack of the scythe is just way too good. And even if they try to throw their own cavalry, you have the camel rider, which is an amazing unit against cavalry. Even though they lack coinage and siegecraft, it doesn't really matter because the civilization bonus makes it so that the lack of coinage doesn't hit them as much. The temple is actually quite amazing. The monk having the +3 range, meaning that it can convert units from way further away, and the gold mining upgrade makes it so the monks are much cheaper to produce. So yeah, the Egyptians are a chariot and monk civilization, making them really dangerous to play against due to their strong scythe chariot and the increased monk range. I really wanted to talk about the dog because it lacks the fire galley, but I didn't thought it was that much of a change, so I skipped it. Overall, I'm gonna give the civilization a 9 out of 10. The only thing that doesn't make them a 10 out of 10 is the infantry. I didn't thought the video would take this much to be made, but I'm actually quite happy about the result. Now, since we are at the end of the video, I wanted to thank you for watching the video, and I will do my best to continue to talk about the civilization, and if I missed any details or something that I had to mention about the civilization, please tell me in the comments what I missed, so in the next video I will make sure to mention the stuff that I missed. So yeah, bye bye.